Alright, yo, no intro, none of that nonsense, bro, because this is going to be one of them videos when I have to make everybody feel stupid and dumb. Done this before when I was talking about PlayStation and DRM and all that good stuff. Had a lot of people telling me I was dumb, I didn't know what I was talking about. And again, people was hating on my last video that I put up on Tuesday when I was talking about I think the game prices need to go up if gaming wants to survive. So let's go to the comment section. Didn't mean to show that. Let's go to the comment section. And you see, you got him home, you calling me a hypocrite, right here. You say, I said some hip hop, I can never say that word. Hypocrisy. I can never say that word, man. You got some hypocrisy and all that stuff. That's still hard to say just then. I had my man JG made a video about me. Well, not straight towards me, but he was definitely saying he was going to make it towards me. See, prepare for my video response. Saying I was damage controlling. I had some fool call me a dummy. He obviously is like a 12-year-old. I mean, it says 01 here. I'm guessing he was born 01. So he's probably like 12 or something, 14. 14, going on 14. So obviously he's a kid. That's why he said something stupid like that. That's what kids do. But I was talking about that I think the prices should go to $70 or $80 in order for gaming to survive. Then I mentioned DLC from Evolve because a developer left a long statement explaining why they dropped the game with like tons of DLC. And I explained that maybe I understand why they're doing it now. You know, but I swear I still send a video. I don't condone DLC, paying for DLC. I really did say that. And I blame DLC on people actually paying for it. But I'm dumb. I'm a hypocrite. I'm crazy. My video instantly had like 8 dislikes within an hour because, you know, people are selfish and too dumb to understand. And they just come up with crazy so-called facts that they just developed in their head, acting like they know what they're talking about. I mean, you had people that seem like they work for Wall Street in the comment section, like, well, the price of $1 is this much back in the 90s, and so and so and so and this. So it makes sense that, you know, $60 would be the price tag because the economy, inflation, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, man, do these guys make video games or something? Like, they must know a lot that I didn't know. So I decided to go actually show facts. But I told you I heard a lot of this stuff from articles. So I was like, hey, we'll go see if I can find these articles that I've heard about. So let's go over here. So let's go to the first article. First, I want to point out that this is from 2009. I'm aware of that. But it's called What's Killing the Video Game Business. The main thing that he mentioned is, so how can publishers, you know, lose money amid such incredible sales and growth and all that nonsense? So they said that they're actually spending more than they're bringing in. Game development budgets have ballooned. Publishers are reeling because they can't keep the cost under control. By the way, this is from 2009. It is now 2015. This is from the PS3 and Xbox 360 days. That means the tech has increased since then, right? Meaning that it's going to cost more to make that. And they actually mentioned that. They actually mentioned how, you know, how development costs more because of, you know, the technology is a lot more advanced than games back in the day were. You feel me? And I'm sorry how my voice sounds. I'm losing my voice a little bit because I'm kind of yelling a little bit. But yeah, they talk about that. So they're telling this audience that game development budgets could rise as high as $15 million to $25 million for a single title. Remember I said that it costs millions? You thought I was lying when I said that? No, I wasn't lying. I wasn't lying at all. Wow. That's a lot of money. And Midway went out of business, didn't they? They did. So, yeah. They spent that. Wow. Wow. Look at that. That's how much money they spent on researching development during 2008. Researching, bruh. That much. Yeah, they might have millions of dollars, but I'm sure that took a lot of chunk out of EA doing that. So this is 2009. So now I can't really show that because I'm pretty sure in the comment section like, well, Tick, that's from 2009, you big stupid. So that doesn't work. Okay, well, let's go to something a little bit more recent. Let's go over here. Okay, so this is from actually no, let's go to this one. Yeah, 2013. Okay, so that's still a little old, right? But They kind of look. They're kind of going against my argument though. Look at that. Charging more for games won't rescue AAA. So even charging more won't make them any more money. Apparently, is what they're saying in this video. The game industry biz. They're saying that it won't make them much money. Now this could be an opinion. I don't know who these guys are. This doesn't seem like one of those those legit gaming articles. This could just be someone writing an article about it. But I feel like he knows what he's talking about. So they were saying that they were mentioning the DRM policies. A lot of guys were saying, "Oh, well, digital copies would cost less." That's very true, but I think they're saying that wouldn't work that much. I don't think that would help as much. I think they're saying, but they're saying that yeah, those AAA titles cost a lot to make. Technology over the years has grown, and yeah, the gaming fan base has gotten bigger. They do mention this in these articles. The gaming fan base is bigger. There's a lot more people playing games than before. The supply and demand is a lot higher, but they can't make up for the loss when they make these games. You will see that in the article, and I will post these articles in the description. So, but what I did like is they talked about DLC. And you know what they mentioned about DLC? Because remember I mentioned that about the Evolve thing, right? And I was like, man, I understand why Evolve's doing it now, because the developer left that statement. He was talking about they need that to recover for the money that they're losing. And, this is a good way to make up for the money. But I was called stupid, and I was damage controlling for DLCs, even though I'm the person that don't buy DLCs. But let's see here. It says DLC and a host of other approaches can allow the most devoted fans to spend vastly more money on your game. Focusing too heavily on the side of things risk breaking the covenant with the majority of your audience. But giving your top fans the ability to spend more money in order to feed their love of your games is a great strategy that some companies have been slowly mastering over the years. So they're saying that DLC it gives them the money that they're losing. What button did I just okay. So yeah. I'd like y'all to read that article, but I'm dumb. I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just damage controlling for DLC. But I still said in the video, I don't support it. This is why I wanted the prices of the game to go up. Because I'd rather just pay $70, $80 for a game where I don't have to feel like I didn't get the whole game. That's just me. I just don't like to feel like I'm being nickel and dimed out of money. So I don't like DLC. But let's go to another one. So let's go, because this is 2013, so that doesn't work. So now we're in 2014 days, so that was last year, right? So, Just Cause developer says AAA game development unhealthy, unprofitable. Very few traditional $60 games make any money, and what used to make sense doesn't anymore. What does he mean by that? I guess he's saying that, when you make these $60 AAA titles, you're losing money. You're not getting money back. Let's see. So this is a statement again. He said publishers and developers very rarely see a return of investment from a 5 to 8 hour long game. Evidence become apparent. The EA Electronic Arts announced last week that it had lowered its revenue projections. Oh man, but Tick, you don't know what you're talking about. You're an idiot. The gaming industry isn't dying. It looks like it's dying to me, bro. Looks like it's dying to me. So I think they talked about the advancement of games, and hold on, wait a minute. Whoa, there it is right there. Gaming budgets are famously secret, but most agree that development for new platforms like the Xbox One and PS4 is more costly compared to past generations. Capcom even contends that next generation game development takes 8 to 10 times more work compared to the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. But I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just stupid. I'm just dumb. Tick, the gaming industry isn't dying. Yeah, it seems like they're losing money. They're losing money off the AAA titles. Indie games are working very good because, one, they're making old school looking games. Okay, so first of all, it's 2015. I don't want to play a game that looks like something I had on my Sega Genesis back in 1993 or 92. Like, why would I want to go back in time? Oh yeah, for the little nostalgia. Yeah, sometimes I like to dip my feet, my toes, and I play Sonic on my Steam and stuff like that. But I want advancement in technology. I like advancement. I like better graphics. I like better gameplay. I like better engines. I don't want to play an indie game that looks like something from the PlayStation 1 days or the Sega or Super Nintendo days. Why would I want to do that? So that's just me. Maybe you guys like that, but I don't. I've been there, done that. I don't want to play those games. But like I said, I'm dumb. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I like some of these people that left comments, because some of these people have brains. Unlike a lot of people that left a comment in my video. I guess a lot of my subscribers aren't that smart, but I just know they're just selfish, because they only think about me. They only think about, oh, I don't want to spend $70. I don't want to spend $80. It hurts my pockets. They don't think about that the gaming industry is losing money because of this, and this is probably why they're dropping DLCs to recover that money. But no, Tick, you don't know what you're talking about. Don't make it so they make the money higher so it hurts me. Don't do that, because you're a hypocrite for that. You're stupid for that. You don't know what you're talking about, Tick. Apparently I do. Now, this guy's a smart guy. I wish I had him as a subscriber. The going rate for every N64 game, regardless of quality, was $75+ tax. That was back in the 1990s. It boggles my mind that games are now vastly superior. Take thousands more hours to work to make. Actually costs way less to buy than games did 20 years ago. And we still have complainers. You cannot expect quality gaming without being willing to pay for it. And that's the problem, man. A lot of you console guys don't want to spend the money. Don't want to spend the money. And look, this is one of those damaged controllers right now. This is one of those damaged controllers right now. He's so stupid. Boy, man, this guy shows him that he's just dumb. He's like, yo, you're an idiot. Okay, so you guys always want more. You wanted your PlayStation 4 and Xbox One to be better than the PC, or be on par with the PC. But out the gate, you guys are getting destroyed. Even my how old is my PC? 4 years old. My PC is 4 years old. My 4-year-old PC is still outdoing your PlayStation 4 and your Xbox One. Yeah, I had to buy a few hookups. But even if I kept my 570 running in here, it still would be on par with your PS4 and Xbox One, which is sad, because the 570 is like 3 or 4 years old. So yeah, the reason is because you guys didn't want to pay over $500. You didn't want to pay over $400. You just wanted to pay around there, because if they'd have made the game $600 or $700, you wouldn't want to put out the money for it. But your consoles would have been strong enough. They wouldn't have to shortcut on your console. And I believe even in one of these articles they mentioned shortcutting in gaming because it costs too much to make the game, so they have to shortcut and things like that to make the games. They have to leave stuff out because it costs too much money to keep doing it. It's in one of these articles. I'm going to post the articles down below. Make sure to read them all. Read them completely, because it mentions all the stuff that I mentioned in my video. It's so weird how I mentioned all that. But, you know, hey, what do I know? I'm an idiot. You guys are the people that work for Wall Street and stuff like that. You know numbers. I don't know numbers. I don't know the price of, you know, of a dollar and all that stuff, man. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I know these guys seem to know what they're talking about. It's funny how I found 3 articles mentioning this. Different years too. This is 2009. This one is 2013. Got 2014 right here, but I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, man, I know you guys are still going to hate. I know you're still going to try to run around and run around these titles and probably say that the people didn't know what they were talking about, or they're idiots too. You know, the damage control like you guys do, until, you know, you find out that the gaming industry has finally died because you didn't want to, you know, understand. But still, I don't condone paying for DLC. I would just like for the prices to go to $70 or $80. You know, if that happened, I wouldn't care too much. As long as I got a solid game. And if they're not a solid game, just don't support them anymore until they realize. But go ahead and leave your dislikes, because I know you're still going to dislike, and you're probably not even going to leave a comment, because that's what happened before. You just dislike but don't say anything because you don't really have an argument. You're just upset that I proved you wrong and made you look stupid. But for all the people, I want to give a shout out to all the people that did understand the video. Shout out to y'all, but y'all idiots that sit there and make all these excuses and try to come up with all these BS, you know, oh, well, the numbers here because this is that and this and that. Like, y'all need to chill out, bro. Like, y'all make it that I want to quit this whole gaming channel, because I'm just starting to see the gaming community is dumb. Like, I'm sorry. Like, take a sociology class. Like, so if you're in college, please take sociology. I took that class and it changed my life, man. It taught me to not look at stuff, you know, not look at stuff from the inside, but look at it from the outside. Think about what consequences can come from, you know, this thing happening or something like that. Like, dude, take that class. It works. It helps. Anyway, it's your boy Tick, aka Game Fanatic, and I'm gone. Oh yeah. Before I leave, man, I forgot to show off this idiot right here, man. Like, I used to respect this guy. We had a few arguments, but most of the time he used to be cool. But then he said something dumb right here. First of all, he linked me Gaming Ethos. Like, I don't know why he linked him in here. But he said, did you see this video tick? I like how Ethos doesn't try to damage control like you did. So he threw shade. And then he threw Ethos in there. Ethos put his little face, because pretty much you should know me and Ethos don't get along with each other. We don't bang. I don't follow him. You know, he doesn't watch my videos. I don't watch his videos. When we always went mumble together, we always argued. So why would I watch his videos? You're an idiot. You're a jackass for trying to throw shade. But that's all I got. That's all I wanted to do was show that. And I'm going again. Peace out.